So for today's presentation, I will explain about the introduction of our business. Thread and Glide is a retail shop that sells ready-made clothes and accessories. It connects designers and manufacturers with customers. Thread and Glide range from small boutiques to large department stores, offering various brands and styles to suit different tastes, budget, and needs. They may target specific groups like men, women, or children, or focus on certain styles like formal, casual, or sportswear. Next is the industry our business operates in. Thread and Guide operates within the fashion and apparel industry. It focuses on selling various types of clothing to consumers, catering to their fashion needs and preference. The industry itself is dynamic and competitive, encompassing everything from high fashion and luxury brands to fast fashion and everyday wear. It is influenced by trends, consumer spending habits, seasonality, and global supply chains. Move on to the next. I will explain about a short description on the product that we choose for this case study. The first one is round neck t-shirt. It often interchangeably called a crew neck. It's a classic and versatile top characterized by its rounded neckline that sits close to the base of the neck. It is typically made from soft, stretchy fabrics such as cotton and is a staple for casual wear, although it can also be layered for a more polished look. The second one is parachute pants. It's a style of pant known for their loose, oversized silhouette and are often made from lightweight, swishy synthetic fabrics such as nylon or nylon ripstop. They typically feature drawstring waistband and ankles that are tied or elasticated, giving them a distinctive gathered look. It's originally popular in the 1980s, particularly in breakdance and hip hop culture. They are currently experiencing a fashion resurgence.
Costing methods and approaches. In this topic, I will explain about the characteristic of job costing and also batch costing method. For the first one is job costing method. In job costing method, the cost is calculated for each individual job. Next, use for custom or special order. For next is each job is different, and the cost for the material, labor are tracked separately. This job costing method is frequently used for if you planning to build a house and also printing a brochure. For the next is batch costing method, where the cost is calculated for a group of batch with a similar item. All items in the batch are the same. For example, if you are producing a t-shirt, so this thing is suitable for batch costing. The total cost in this batch costing, the total cost is divided by number of unit. If you producing 100 unit, so the total cost you must divide for 100 pieces lah, so you can get the cost per unit. For our group project, we choose to use batch costing because it can save more time when producing a batch, more faster than making one by one. So next is reduce costs. If you we buying the material in a bulk often costs less. Next, the stock is easy to manage. You have the same process repeated for each batch, make it easier to control. And then the accurate of the unit cost, the total cost will divided into quantity gives the more clear unit price. Yes. And next, suitable for repetitive work, where the works well when making similar item.
Identification and breakdown of direct material cost for each product. So first of all, running t-shirt, fabric, one shirt we use 2 meter, so the total is 10 ringgit. So for the 100 t-shirt, we use 200 meters and the total is 1000 ringgit. Then we use net ribbing. One shirt is 4 cm and the total cost is 1 ringgit. So for the 100 t-shirt is 400 cm and the total is 100 ringgit. For the label in one shirt we use one shirt RM 1 ringgit and for 100 t-shirt is 100 ringgit. Second product is parachute pants. So first of all, fabric one pants we use 2 meters and the cost is 14 ringgit. So for the 100 meter we use 200 for the 100 pants we use 200 meter and the total is 1.4 k. Then drawstring one pants we use 150 cm. The total cost is 150 ringgit. 1 ringgit and 50 cents. Sorry, for the 100 pence is 15,000 cm and the total is 150. And then we use waistband for one pence is 70 cm. The total cost is what 2 ringgit. For the 100 pence is 7,000 cm. The total cost is 200 ringgit. Then woven labels one pence cost 1 ringgit 50 cent and for the 100 pence is 150. For the last one in one pen zipper one pence we use 220 cm and the cost is RM2 ringgit RM2 ringgit sorry. For the 100 pence is 2000 cm and the total cost is 200 ringgit.
Next is identification and breakdown of direct labor costs associated for each product. First, we have roundnet t-shirt. For sewing, we take 15 minutes times by 30 ringgit and got 7 ringgit and 50 cent for each. Then we times by 100 and we get 750 ringgit. For cutting, we take 30 minutes and times by 30 ringgit and we got 15 ringgit for each and times by 100 unit and we got 1500. For printing we take 20 minute times by 30 ringgit we got 10 ringgit for each and then we times by 100 unit and then we got 100 ringgit. Next is parachute pants. For sewing we take 30 minute times by 30 ringgit and we got 15 ringgit for each times by 100 unit and we got 1500. The last one is cutting, also take 30 minutes times by 30 ringgit and we got 50 ringgit for each unit and then we times by 100 unit and get 1500 also.
Allocation of production overhead cost for the whole business. So first of all, we have indirect material, short packaging 200 times 100, 2 ringgit times 100, the total is 200. Past packaging also same 200 for the total. Indirect labor, short washing, finishing and QC, the total is 200. Pants washing, finishing and QC, the total is 300. Indirect expense, first of all, we have rental 500, electricity 400, water 50 ringgit, shirt depreciation of machine 150, pants depreciation of machine 200. So the total production cost is 5,350.
Moving on to calculation of profit for each product. First, round neck t-shirt. Total cost is 6,249 ringgit and for the profit we got 2,500. Next one is for parachute pants. The total cost is 7,049 ringgit and for the profit is 2,819 ringgit.
So this is our job postcard for Royal Net T-shirt. Our direct material total is 1,200. Direct labor is 3,250. The total of prime cost is 4,450. Production overhead we have indirect material, the total is 200, indirect labor 200, and indirect expense is 1,100. So the total production cost is 5,950. Our non-production overhead, we have selling overhead, which is 200, distribution overhead 99, and the total cost is 6,249. So our profit per batch is 2,499 and 60 cents. Our selling price is 8,748 and 60 cents. So total cost for per unit is 62 ringgit 49 cents. Our profit per unit is 25 ringgit and our selling price per unit is 87 ringgit 49 cents.
The next one you have job cost cut for the parachute pen. First we have direct material, which is 2,100, direct labor 3,000, and we got the prime cost, which is 5,100. Next is production overhead. Indirect material 200, indirect labor 300, and for indirect expenses we got 1,150. So the total production cost is 6,750. Next, moving on to non-production overhead. Selling overhead is 200. Distribution overhead is 99. So for the total cost is 7,049 ringgit. Next is the profit for batch is 2,890 ringgit and 60 cent. And the selling price for the batch is 9,868 and 60 cent. Next is total cost per unit is 70 ringgit 49 cent. For the profit per unit is 28 ringgit and 20 cent, and the selling price per unit is 98 ringgit and 69 cent.
So this is our challenge and learning. So balancing ideas during group discussion. Kyrie found it challenging when many ideas were shared, and once during discussion, he overcame it by taking notes, summarizing key points, and helping the group stay focused on the main goal. Then difficulty coordinating meeting times. Kyle struggled to find a meeting time that suited everyone's schedule. He overcame it by creating a simple online poll to let members choose their preferred time, making it easy to plan discussion. Next, overwhelmed with multiple tasks. Dania was overwhelmed, managed to the group project and other group assignment. She overcame this by creating a clear schedule and prioritizing tasks, which helped her to stay focused and meet deadline. Unequal workload. Some members had more work than others. Iman brought it up in a meeting, and the group divided tasks fairly. So that's all.